All right, so here's where it gets geeky. What we're going to do is click on Tools, and the very first option says Script Gallery. Click on Script Gallery. Now what we're doing is creating in kind of the technical sense, we're creating a script that basically says whenever I fill out this form and I fill out these questions, names, email, things I observed, and the observations to look for in the classroom, when I hit send, it is going to send the teacher that I observed an email with everything I just typed in it. So when I walk classroom to classroom, as soon as I do my observations on my phone or my tablet or whatever it may be, when I hit send, that teacher will immediately get an email from me saying, here are the things I observed, and it's going to be a custom email based on that. So Script Gallery, it's going to pop open this little window, and right up here it says search. You're going to type in the word formmule, all one word. Formmule. Two M's, yep. I'll even zoom in here so you can see that. There it goes. You're going to click on search. There it's going to search. It's going to say formmule, a work animal. The formmule is a flexible email, calendar, SMS, and voice merge utility for the use of Google spreadsheet and/or form data. Then you're going to click on this little button right here. It says install. Once again, tools, script manager, type in formmule. Once it shows up, now you're going to click on formmule and install. It's going to say installing. Then it's going to come up in here. It says app script to complete installation. Please run initial installation from the formmule script menu above and hit OK. Okay, so once again, as we go into tools, you're going to add that in there and then hit install. It takes just a couple seconds, but now if you'll notice in my menu up here, File, Edit, View, Insert, the very last one says formmule. Do you notice how you still have that now? All right. So we're going to click on this, and the button's going to say Run Initial Installation. So you're going to click on it. It's going to say Running Script. Then this large screen's going to say up here saying we're looking at your data, which is fine. And at the very bottom, you're going to hit OK. And it's going to pop up another window. It's going to say, hey, we're going to look at your calendar. Is that okay? That's okay. Hit Grant Access. It says now you can run the script. Yay. We're almost there. So far we haven't really done anything. We just clicked a whole bunch of buttons because what we're doing is setting this up so we can do what we want to do. Alright, then you're going to click on formmule again. Now you got to click on Run Initial Installation again. I don't know why. You're just going to click on it again. It's going to run the script, and it's going to load what it needs to load. So here it is. It's finishing it up, and now it's done. And now you get some directions in here, which we're not going to read. If you want to just hit ignore or don't, yeah. All right, how are we doing so far? Not too crazy? Just a lot of clicking so far. All right. Now we're going to go back up to that formmule again, icon. And now it says step 1, define merge source settings. So now all it's asking is where are you going to pull the data from? So we're going to click on define merge source settings. It's going to pop open this little window and it's going to say where do you want to pull it from? It already knows. It's going to pull it from your responses. So all you have to do on this page is hit save settings. You're going to see this little mule working. Here in just a second, it's going to finish it up. Now, we've been doing this for a couple minutes and we haven't done a single thing. All we're doing is setting this up. Now, I am taking time to explain it. Normally, within 30 seconds, you set all this up because it's just click, 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 click. So here it is. It's ready to go. And we're going to hit OK. All right. And now is when the fun begins. So we're going to go back up and click on formmule. And now you have even more options showing up. Now, we're going to do setup mail merge, but you do have the ability to set up a calendar merge, which is actually kind of cool, where you can set up a form and you can say, schedule a time to meet with me, and when teachers set a time on the calendar, it automatically schedules it on your calendar for you, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to get into that today, but basically you just say, when do you want to meet with me? Put that date and time on there, and when they set it, it automatically shows up on the calendar for you, and they can even see it. Calendar. The next one is set up SMS and voice merge, which is kind of cool because you can type in cell phone numbers, and whenever they fill out the form and text something, it will actually text to their phone, though it costs you like 15 cents every time they do it. So I don't recommend using it because you can cost yourself some money if you do that. So we'll ignore that one. So what we're going to do is click on 2A, set up email merge. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. It's going to pop open this little window. And we're going to take a look at two buttons on here. And they're in the pink right here, or salmon color. Turn on email merge, trigger this feature on form submit. You want to put 2 check marks there. Here's the reason why. 1, whenever they turn on the hit send, you want it to work. And number 2, whenever they hit submit, you want them to send the email. So that's all we're telling it to do. All right, I'm going to hit submit settings. We're going to watch the little mule do some work here, and then it's going to close. All right. So with that, how are we doing so far? There's a lot of clicking, but there hasn't really been any setting up yet. All right, so far so good? Okay. So here's the last thing. Now you have a tab down here that says email 1 template, and if you notice you have reply to, CC, subject, body, translate, all that stuff right here. All we're going to do is fill this in. Reply to. If they hit reply to the email they got, where is it going to go? Well, you want it to go back to you, don't you? So you just type in your email address. Okay. Where do you want it to go? I'm going to hit on that here in just a second. Do you want to carbon copy somebody? So maybe it's coming from you, but maybe you want to carbon copy a principal, another principal in your building. So maybe I want this to go to Richard Wilson at principal@k12.mo.us. Subject, what do you want the subject line to be? Observation. Or it even could say today's observation, since it sends it out immediately. All right, how are we doing? Okay so far? Okay. This part I'm going to tell you is going to look super geeky. Don't let it freak you out. Promise it's all good. Okay? If you scroll down on your page just a little bit, there's going to be a little yellow section that says Available Merge Variables. Like I said, don't let this freak you out. Because on here, what you're going to see is some little money signs with some brackets, timestamp, money bracket name, money bracket email, look forms, observations on there. Okay, do you see those? Those are kind of like your triggers. So when you send the email, it's going to look at those to send the email. Okay? So what that means is this. And I'm just going to open up like Notepad on my computer to show you this. And all I'm going to do is compose my email. So here it is. Dear, and normally we would want to say their name, right? So over here, do you see the little money sign and the name? All I'm going to do is copy that. And I'm going to put it back in that form. Dear, name, okay? Yes. There it is. Dear name. So when it looks at my form, it's going to say Dear Greg, if that's the name I typed in my form. Okay? It's just needing that trigger to know who it's talking to. I had a great time observing your class today. Okay? There it is. Here are some things that I noticed. And if I want to look once again over here, remember that look fors? Remember that little code right there? All I'm going to do is highlight and copy that. And I'm going to paste it in there.
I'm guessing the reason, well, just won't format it if you type it right in the body part.
Right. That's why I go to a different place. I can type it in there, it's just harder to format. And I'm going to type in one more thing here. I also noticed ... Once again, where it says other observations, I'm going to copy and paste that. And I'll finish it up. Thank you so much for letting me come into your classroom. Thanks, Greg. Okay. Now, like I said, I know this looks super geeky, but really all it is copy and pasting what you want to show up in that email. That's all it is. Okay. And the cool thing is, once you set it up, you'll never have to mess with it again. Okay? Any questions with this before I show you the last really kind of two things? Okay? So here's how this works. So I typed everything here. All I'm going to do is copy it. I'm going to go back to that form, and where it says body, I'm just going to paste it right in there. Oops, let's try that again. There it goes. So there it is, ready to go. And I have one final thing, and that's the to. Where is it going to get sent to? And that, once again, comes down here where it says email address. I'm just going to copy that and paste that in the to. All right. So once again, even though we've been doing this for probably about 15 minutes or so, the first, what took us 5-10 minutes is just clicking. You should be able to get that done in about a minute just because it's just click on. This part's the part that just takes a little extra time, and really it's just copying and pasting. All right? And that's it. Your form is ready to go. Okay. This is a totally side note. Do you see down here where it says translate code? This is really cool. You could have like a custom form for your families that you can create, and when a new family joins your school, type in their name, create a little custom form, and it will send them a custom email from you. But if they're a student from Mexico that does not speak English, you can actually type in ES here, and when they do that, when you hit send, it'll actually translate your email into Spanish for them. Or if you want it to be in French, you just, I think it's like FR or something like that, and it'll translate it into French for you. All right.
Right there on that cell box that says body.
Mm-hmm.
Control plus return gives you a new line.
Yes.
I know you that was a copy paste.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do control return?
I did, and I just double clicked in the box and then pasted. Now, if I was going to type in there, I could do control return to give me my spaces on here. I just like to type it in a different window just to make things easier for me. I'm going to remove Rich's email address on here because I'm going to send a demo, and I'm sure he'll be questioning that. All right, any questions? So I'm going to send the form here real quick to myself just to show you what it looks like. I am going to turn off my video camera here just so I'm not recording anymore.